Welcome, welcome, all my beautiful Cancers. Brenda here, Brenda Tarot, and I'm here again today to bring you your general tarot and oracle card forecast for the week of November the 1st to the 7th. Again, this is general. That means that not every single card or the energy they carry may resonate with every single one of you. But check with your dailies and check with the shorts as well, because it's almost like having an extended read when you have those other videos out for you to view and collaborate together, this reading with this weekly. All my prices are listed below. How to contact me should you desire a reading. My week is filling up. It's pretty much filled this week. And let's see what we have for our reading here, my beautiful, beautiful Cancers. So Spirit, what do they need to see? What do they need to know? What do they need to expect? Past, present, possible, future energy, beginning of the week, middle of the week, and possibly the end of the week. Let's see what we have, Cancer. So coming in behind you, the beginning of the week, you have the Seven of Swords, you have the Nine of Pentacles, and you have the Page of Cups. Coming in the center position, which could be what you're feeling now, you have the Ace of Swords, you have the Seven of Cups, and you have the Justice card. Coming in at the end of the week towards you, you have the Hierophant, you have the Six of Cups, and you have the Nine of Cups. Looking good, Cancer. I'm liking it. Okay, let's see what we have for our energy messages here today. Oh, success. Oops. Okay. Oh, that came up for somebody else too. Okay, let's see what we need to surrender to. What do you need to tweak, change, pay attention to this week so that the reading turns out, you know, the way you would like it to turn out. Okay, here we go. It flipped over. Okay, let's see what we have for our three energy cards. Your first one is excellent because it's success. So I think you're going to be finding success coming forth this week. It could be in your relationships. It could be in the financial sector and your career sector of your week. Some of you, it's one or the other. And if you're lucky, it's both. So there definitely is going to be a rise of energy coming into you. You're going to be happier. You're going to, whatever you've been working for, what goals you've been applying your time and effort into, you're going to find success is coming through now. Although you have teardrops here, it's great personal sorrow. And you've got the dog, pleasure with a close friend. So you know what? You may have cried a lot of tears in the past, my beautiful Cancers, but I think you're going to find happiness here. You've got someone close to you, someone who's loyal and faithful and wants to be by your side. I don't think you're going to have reason to cry. I don't see this as a future energy. I see this more as a past energy. You know, it says great personal sorrow. So you may have dealt with this in the past. That's what my guides are telling me, because your other two cards are way too good to make me think otherwise. So I think you've got the support of somebody here who's coming in, who's always been there. They're loyal, they're faithful, and they've never left your side, nor will they. And you're going to find success coming in this week. So, you know, some of you maybe, you know, I see this as a past tense because these other cards are so good. But, you know, take what you can from it. For others, you may be feeling sorrow. But on the whole, I think you may have cried tears in the past, and now things are going to work out better for you. Now, what do you need to surrender to? You need to surrender to trust. Trust yourself and your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. So this is all about you doing what's right for yourself, taking control of your emotions and your future and your destiny here, not allowing others to dictate or determine the direction you're going or your happiness going forward. So trust yourself. Trust the decisions that you're making are correct right now. Don't doubt yourself. I think you've tapped into your higher self. I think you've tapped into your divine energy. And I think you know in your heart of hearts that you are moving in the direction. This is, you know, I think you've wanted to do something for a long time, and now you're making those decisions. So trust them. Okay, coming in behind you, the beginning of the week, you have the Knight of Swords, you have the Nine of Pentacles, and you have the Page of Cups. So you could be dealing with a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or you know, another Cancer or a Scorpio. You could be dealing with them. They could be bringing you some attention, affection, respect, you know, even love. But I think, you know, you may be taking this rather lightly, but you could be dealing with a younger person here, someone who tends to just come in suddenly. Remember, with pages, they take baby steps. It takes time. Maybe you're taking time. Maybe you're taking baby steps towards your future here, Cancer. Not rushing in, trusting your instincts here as you go forward. You might be testing the waters out for something new. For others, you could be dealing with someone who's younger, looks younger, acts younger. They're a youth of some sort, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, water sign. It could be a friendship going to the next level. It could be somebody who is also quite intuitive and psychic, that might be an interest that draws you towards them. It could also be a short-lived romance, because he usually comes carrying, a chalice with a fish in it. And at the first sign of fear, the fish is gone. So it could be short-term for some of you. Now, you got great cards here if you pay attention. The Knight of Swords says don't go rushing into anything. If you're signing any legal documentations, whether it has to do with signing something at work, in your career, if it's a legal situation, action, and most things that have to be notarized and signed, they tend to be legal and binding. So make sure you've signed yourself to something that you are ready to take responsibility for and go the long term. Don't rush. You might be excited. You might be, really happy to rush up and take that offer and sign on it, but make sure you read every little line and the lines in between, because you don't want to sign to something and then later on look back at the fine print and say, wish I'd seen that. Now, you've got the Nine of Pentacles, and I always say the Nine of Pentacles is you walking in your garden of abundance, but I always say you may be getting a lot of offers here when you go in this garden and this orchard. Be sure you see all your options, because you can pick from any of those. You can pick from all those trees. Don't put your eggs all in one basket. Make sure that any negotiations that you're having this week, you are clear and concise and you're happy with them. I think you need to keep your eyes open, because there could be even more opportunities later on in the future that will present themselves to you. But I do think that you're wanting to see abundance coming into you. And this is a Nine of Pentacles that says get ready to walk in that garden of abundance. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now, let's see what we have for the center position here, the middle of the week, or what you're experiencing right now. You have the Ace of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and the Justice card. So the Seven of Cups is your crossing over energy. And this is basically saying, you could be confused. You might have been confused, but you could be having to make a lot of decisions and choices here. How lucky are you to have these options? Most people don't even get these opportunities, but you're getting some here. So whatever you're being offered here, make sure, again, as I said, you're careful about reading between the lines before you sign your name to it, because it will be probably legal and binding. But I think if you keep in mind the long term, and I think what you're wanting is, stability, probably within, your career here, is what I'm seeing. But this is a Cups, which is an emotional card, and it could have to do with making decisions and choices that could be around somebody else or a relationship on an emotional level. Think about long term. What are the benefits? Sit and weigh your benefits here. Are your benefits good? Is the money good? Is the relationship secure? Whatever the case is, go for long term here. I don't want to see you just grab something quick that could only be short term. Now, justice is going to be served, whether it's with you or somebody close to you. It could be a legal issue that you've been dealing with or surrounded around someone close to you. It's going to be waived in your favor. I do see that, there could be negotiations going on. There could be mediation going on. There could be us, having to retain somebody to take this to the table fairly. And then you can see that the disbursements that will be divvied out will be equal. I don't think you're going to have to worry about feeling guilty about, getting this. You've fought a hard battle, and now you deserve to have this justice. So I think you're going to be satisfied with what you receive. The Ace of Swords is always about seeing things clearly. It's that aha moment that surfaces all of a sudden. And it's beautiful because you see the truth in a situation. Whether there was confusion, there's clarity now. So if you were dealing with something that was confusing you here, I think you're going to see at the end of the day, you're going to win that and you're going to come out ahead. So things will work out in your favor. And it's all because now you've seen the picture in complete clarity and truthfulness. Coming in towards you at the end of the week, you have the beautiful Hierophant, the Six of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. So not only did you get the Nine of Pentacles, but you got the Nine of Cups as well. So I think, you're ascending, you're climbing that ladder to success, but you're also tapping into your own higher self here. Maybe some of you are, joining spiritualist groups, holistic healing groups. Maybe you're having an issue, or you're dealing with issues with a church, but, often he refers to that. But the Hierophant is, to me, the blessing or the message from the divine. So, I think that you're going to receive a blessing here this week, because I see justice is being served, walking in your garden of abundance, the success card. It's all beautiful, and, pleasure with a close friend. So I do think that you're going to be able to be happy this week. But for others, you could be joining a spiritualist group. You could be tapping into your spirituality. There could be a wedding. There could be something that's being organized at a church that you're being involved in. But you're definitely going forward, and I think you're going to be walking the path with like-minded people. This is also the card of, community and unity and getting together with like-minded people. So you could be meeting new friends. You could be, joining groups of like-minded people that have the same goal as you. So this is beautiful. The blessing and the message from the divine. Now the Six of Cups shows up, and the Six of Cups could be that you're dealing with people at a distance. Maybe you're virtually dealing with people that are on the other side of the globe, if you're working that way internationally. For others, you could be reconnecting with someone from your past. Somebody might surface, an old friend, an old colleague. A lot of people say, "Oh, my ex is coming back." Well, not really. Unless the circumstances were out of your control. Maybe you parted ways many years ago. You've moved on. They've moved on, and all of a sudden now, probably through social media or a connection, introduction through a friend or somebody, you could reconnect. I do think that both of you have matured, and I think you've both been loyal and faithful and trustworthy to each other. I think if you do reconnect, things could be totally different and much better. But I do not see this as an ex that you've been divorced from and reconnecting on a romantic level. Again, I never see that with this card. Some of you could be just nostalgic, thinking way back as far as your childhood, thinking about the good times. And also you could be having, dealing with children this week, entertaining, being with children. And, when we do that, we need to tap into our inner child in order to get down to their level and enjoy them. So there's many, many reasons that this card shows up, I think, this week. You could be getting connections from somebody you knew from the past. It's helping you make a decision here. Maybe there's somebody that's, when giving you contacts so that you've got something coming in towards you. It has many meanings. Now, the Nine of Cups is clear and concise. Make a wish. Wish is fulfilled. This means that you're going to have reason to celebrate. Something's coming in that you're going to be happy about. You're going to be able to walk in your garden of abundance, and justice is going to be waved in your favor. Success is coming in, my beautiful, beautiful Cancers. I like this reading. Now, let's see what we have for clarification here for this week. Spirit, please show me what Cancer needs to see. Past, present, possible, future energy. Beginning of the week, middle of the week, and end of the week. Thank you. Okay, here we go. So the beginning of the week with the Knight of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles, you've got the Queen of Swords. I think you've decided to clean house, walk away from things that aren't serving you anymore. And it could be something as simple as, she stands up for herself. She realizes she's going out on her own. She's thinking on her own. She's independent. She's also often referred to as a divorcee or the widow because she is going out there on her own. But I take this as you've made a clear-cut, concise choice to get rid of things that no longer serve you. And that can be many things. Obsessive thinking. It can be bad habits. It can be people around you that were negative and that weren't helping you grow and expand, because even friendships can outgrow their life expectancy as well. But you're moving in a new direction, and the worst is over. You're moving forward now, and you're not 100% sure of how this is going to work out, but you're not backing down. You're standing up for yourself, and no matter what, you're going to continue fighting for what it is you want, and that means walking away from things that no longer serve you. Now, coming in the middle of the week with your Ace of Swords, your Seven of Cups, and your Justice card, you do have the Four of Cups. So it shows me that maybe you were confused here because you felt as though, you weren't seeing a picture in complete clarity here. This says be open-minded. There could be changes coming into you that you need to be open-minded to. Differences are often, they're daunting and they make you unsure. But the Four of Cups says you feel as though you were missing out on an opportunity to the point of being bored. I don't think you're going to have to worry about that anymore. I think you've got opportunities and choices presenting themselves coming in towards you. The Hierophant, you've got that Tower, well, look at this. The Hierophant, the Six of Cups, and the Nine of Cups, the Tower. You're rebuilding a stronger and firmer and more secure foundation. Something happened in the past that, changed your whole world, and now you're moving forward. And this is a card of change. This is rebuilding, moving forward, finding security again, and rebuilding that tower, that foundation that might have come crashing down at you in the past. And in the likes of the way our world is at this time, so many people had this happen. They lost their jobs, or their jobs became redundant, or businesses closed down, and there you were. And a lot of people have decided that, they have thought long and hard. Some of you have opened your own businesses now, or you're working virtually from home. You've made collective and concise choices of what's important in your life again. And no matter how bad this pandemic seemed to be, it's made people wake up. It's made people awaken to the fact what is priority in their lives, what is the most important thing in their lives, and they've taken that into consideration. And you have, Cancer, you are rebuilding a new foundation here. Beautiful. Well, I wish you a great remainder to today, Cancer, and a wonderful positive reading and outlook here, outlook for this week to come. Let's all continue to play safe, stay safe, and be safe. And always know that I send you many blessings and much love, and I'll see you soon.